What's up, YouTube? It feels good to be back. I know it's been a while with this whole quarantine and everything going on. So I live in the state of Florida. We are allowed to be open. There are a couple rules we have to follow, and we are doing everything we can to stop the spread. We were allowed to open last Monday, about May 13th-ish. So as for Florida and our rules, barbers have to wear masks at all times and gloves. The clients, they encourage the clients to wear a mask. So we're going to take that as a rule, and we're going to have our clients wear masks. We just want to do everything we can to make our clients feel comfortable and our barbers to feel comfortable. So if you do live in a state that you're not yet allowed open, I hope it's coming soon for you. I don't think the government really realizes the year we spend in school. It's really not to learn how to cut hair, but it's all sanitation. So this isn't our first rodeo with dealing with viruses and germs. You know, if you just do what you're taught, you should be safe. So this is the first cut back from being quarantined. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I can get your mind off of the state of the world right now, at least for a few minutes. So I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you enjoy this video. Appreciate you guys. Alright, so typically comb it to the side like this, but because he's got crazy calyx back here and up front, they like to keep it a little longer. Yeah, so we're gonna try to cut it shorter, give him a textured look. He definitely has thick hair. So we are gonna do a bald fade on the side and a textured look. You ready? First cut after the coronavirus situation. Did she? I can't really tell. It is long. All right, the hair's gonna be in your face for a minute. All right, so what I'm gonna do to debulk is I'm going to use my detachables. This is number 2, just to debulk everything. It is different because of the mask as we're cutting. We'll have to kind of move these to get around the ears, but you also want to make sure the nose and mouth are still covered. All right, now that we kind of debulked, I'm gonna set in my guidelines here. He does want a bald face, so we're gonna start about here. Then obviously we do the same thing on this side. All right, now that we set our bald line in, we're gonna start with lever open, no guard. We're gonna go up about a ½ inch here. Then I like to just go back and knock this line out. It just makes it easier. So that line's already gone. And then we'll just go all the way around. Same thing, the guideline. And then we knock that line out. All right, once we do that guideline, now typically I like to skip the half guard for now, and I'll go straight to the 1, lever open, set another guideline in. He's got really good hair for a bald fade. It's thick, it's got good transition to it. Once I do the lever open with that line, I close the lever and I'm gonna soften this line up here. So I don't go all the way up, kind of halfway here, just to soften it up. And we're gonna go back with the half guard, and we'll knock that line out. So we'll go all the way around the head again. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start working our way back down. So I grab my one, open up, there's a couple little lines in here we're gonna hit. And here you just kind of want to use your corners. We'll go all the way around, same thing. And remember too to use your mirror. Your mirror is your best friend to check for any lines. It gives you a different perspective than you looking down at a client. Just like that. Now, we are gonna get the half. Now this is where the haircut comes together because we're gonna knock that last line out and then we can go back and detail everything. So here you wanna play with the lever and use your corners. So when you use your corners, you're not so committed to cutting when you just put the whole blade on the head. So we're just gonna go around the head again and knock that last line out. All right, now we're gonna kind of detail. And where I like to start is my one guard, because there's still a little bit of weight here that we can go in and clear it out. Doesn't look too bad right now, but that's the good thing when you can do a haircut in 15, 20 minutes, you can use 5 minutes to really go back and detail it, and you're not falling behind on your appointments. Check the mirror, looks good. Back here. And once we do that, now I'm gonna detail the very bottom with no guard. And here, definitely use your corners. Definitely use them. All right, now the fade is basically done. Now we're gonna get rid of all of this up here. So his hair's already pretty much wet, but we're gonna kind of saturate the sides and everything that's not wet. Now when we do this, we wanna make sure we don't go too short because we are gonna put some texture in there and that'll get rid of a little bit of the length. And as you can see here, he used to have a part, so we need to try to get that to where it doesn't look like a part anymore. So we're gonna start with 3 fingers here. 1, 2, 3. And here we're just kind of getting a lot of this weight out, getting the top even, and then we'll go back through and texturize. And another thing a lot of barbers do is as they're doing their shear cuts, they just cut like this and work their way back. And what happens is this is the highest point of your client's head. So it might feel like it's even, but you're actually leaving a lot of length back here. So what I like to do is start here, set my guideline in, come on the side here, and then we'll work our way back and set one more guideline in, like this. That way, technically, back here is shorter, technically, because this is the highest point of your head, but it is even when you put all the hair up. So after you do that, now you can kind of come back here and then work your way back. Let's see, here, guideline here. And I mean, with this style haircut, it's okay if it's not all perfectly even because, we're going for that kind of textured look, that messy kind of look. I'm gonna take a lot of weight off the sides though. So here, when I told you not to worry about that weight there, what we're gonna do, hold your fingers vertical. So we're just kind of debulking everything. And go back through, and this side's still really long. All right, once we got the majority of it off, we're gonna go and we're gonna do the shear over comb to blend in that side here. And you can use clipper over comb, like I said. Here, we're gonna have some longer hair here. We need to go back through and we need to kind of shape it to where it kind of goes in the center. Not a faux hawk, but kind of like a faux hawk, I guess. So here I'm just going around and detailing. All right, now we gotta dry it. We're gonna point cut. And you also gotta remember, wet hair lies, dry hair never lies. So it's always good for you to dry your client's hair, and it'll show you areas that you might have missed. Especially kind of blending it in on the sides here. You want to go back and kind of detail it, make sure you didn't miss anything. So when you point cut, it's better to make fewer cuts at a larger angle than more. Like I said before, it's okay if it's not perfectly even on top, because we are going to be doing this. All right. Now, I am going to take a 2-guard, and I'm just gonna go straight up on the sides. This, I'm basically getting rid of any edges I might have left with my shears, any choppiness, because with this hair texture, how thick it is, it's real easy to do. And again, I'm gonna detail. I have a little bit of time left to go ahead and go back and check things out. And, you know, we are gonna do a little bit of, do his edge a little bit, but I'm gonna do that after I style it. It'll get the hair out of my way. I am going to use uppercut. This is the matte pomade. It gives you a dry textured look. You want to focus the majority of it in the front. And we got a new product, salt spray. It's supposed to give you a little bit of volume. And you're supposed to pair it with some pomade or something. All right, look this way a little bit. So we're gonna keep his edge a little even. The only problem here is we got a bunch of peach fuzz that likes to creep in. It just looks better if we trim it down a little bit. All right, that is basically it.